Salutations, Buffalo begins, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Transformers Titans Return Legends Class Wheelie. We're in the old setup again. So, here he is. We'll take a quick look at his packaging. So there it is. There you go, Wheelie. There's Wheelie. He's a Legends Class figure. Transformers Titans Return on the back of the bio, which says, can always figure out a way to survive on or off the battlefield. Picture, 13 steps. Who cares? Also included with him is his card with that same picture. And his tech specs on the back. Strength 5, speed 8, intelligence 5 or 6, and fire blast of 7. Yay. So here's Wheelie in his vehicle mode. Now I hate this alt mode. This alt mode is just terrible. Now, I'll explain why I don't like it in a second. It looks nice, but it's really a terrible alt mode. But, it does have some, nice detail. Got those, like, smoky, transparent plastic wheels along with the cockpit. Nice Tampa-Craft Autobot symbol. Got some silver linings right there. Some orange up on the front, and then the back is yellow. Got some silver up front, silver on the side. On the back, you can see the back of his head, but that doesn't really bug me. Got some red painted lights. MGO says they're orange, but no, they're red. Okay, so sorry, but I had to cut out because of the flaw. And there's some silver up here. Now, if you've watched MGo's review, you know what the flaw is, but if you haven't, I'm not going to spoil it. So for comparison, here he is with Laserbeak in his alt mode. Pretty much the same size. He's a little bit bulkier, or wider, but lengthwise, pretty much the same. That. And he does have Titan Master compatibility. You can just take any Titan Master, like Hyperfire. You open up the cockpit, open up this panel, and you can see his head. Now, as weird as you can see the back of his head in there, and they have upside down faces, so I guess they could talk to each other. I don't know that. But you just get the Titan Master into a seating position, and then just sit him down in the car, and there you go. Now he can drive around and wheelie. He's such a good driver. So, let's just get Hyperfire out of here so I can show what the flaw is. And by the way, it doesn't come with any accessories, but the accessory I like to use for him is this big gun, which came with a Creo Blitzwing. Pretty cool. And he does have ports on either side, so if you have this gun, you can plug it in there. And this gun, of course, does separate. You can take the little inside out and then just plug it in there. Which I have to do off camera, because it's hard to. And just plug it in, and there. That's what I like to do with the gun. And then, that's pretty much it. Now, the one flaw that makes me not like this alt mode is that it's very fragile, I guess you could say. Now, okay, if I take a Laserbeak and I just squish him, he won't come untabbed, nothing. If I take Wheelie here and I squish him, then everything just comes untabbed with the lightest squeeze. And then you just have to push everything back together. And especially his arms. His arms, I'm not going to show how they connect, but they connect really loosely. If it weren't for these tabs he has, they would not hold in at all. But, yeah, this figure just doesn't hold well at all. It's one of those figures that I hate just because they don't hold together, they don't have good paint apps, they have very fragile plastic. Like, this guy just feels extremely low quality. Like, this feels like knockoff Transformers. So I don't really like this guy at all. Like, kind of hate this guy. I mean, he's millions better. He's millions of % better than Mudflap, but still, I don't like it because of the vehicle mode not staying together. But his robot mode is quite good, so let's go there. So to transform him, if you squeeze him, then you're basically 50% done. All you have to do is unpeg his arms. They hook in right there, and then this tab just tabs in right there. Rotate it, and his arms are also so fragile. They break off if you just give a little tug, like just the slightest tug in the world, they fall off. And just bring the arm forward, or the elbow forward. Do the same thing on this side. Now you want to open up the cockpit here, just to get it out of the way. Now you want to flip out his legs. Well, you just want to bring them out halfway. And then you want to rotate the waist around. Now you want to bring this forward and then bend it all the way up. And then it'll bring this piece with it. And by the way, in MGo's review, he says that you want to bring this piece out. Now, of course I love MGo, and he's my favorite YouTube reviewer, but just don't do that. I mean, it saves you less hassle if you just bring this piece up, because it'll bring it up with it instead of having to do that. And then you just untab these wheels and bring them back. And there you go. Now this part is kind of tricky. This is why you have the cockpit opened. You bring this whole section down, and then it locks in. And then just fold the top piece down, and then there are 2 slots right here and 2 tabs right here, and then just peg that in. Fold out his head, and there's his head. See if we can get it on his head. Got the nice blue eyes and the silver face. Autobot symbol. Silver, silver, silver. Some more silver, and that's about it. Now, articulation, his head is on a swivel. Ball joint in the shoulders, so he can do whatever. Ball joint in the elbows. Waist joint. Ball joint in the hips. Knees are on a ball joint, and that is it for articulation in this mode. And of course, if you have this gun, you could leave it as the big gun, or you could just have him holding it as a pistol, which I like to do. And for a real quick comparison, here he is with Rumble, since of course, or Frenzy rather, because of course if I compared him to Laserbeak, it would just be a little odd. And of course, this guy's going to be in the Dark Wars series. So, yeah. So there you go. There is that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Wheelie. So, yeah, he's a pretty cool figure. Thank you guys for watching this video. Again, it's just the only thing that kind of sucks is the alt mode doesn't stay together. But otherwise, pretty good figure. So, yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe because it supports the channel a lot. Thank you guys for watching. Peace and bye. And remember, stay BK.